So today I was busy with these pieces, beautiful pieces from Wisdom out of Maps of Meaning from Jordan Peterson's first book. And I wanted to go to the second piece that's here, and there's a third piece following. It's just beautiful pieces, so I might as well make these videos today and then post them in the coming days. So this one is another piece also on page 165, and it says, "Therefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her to scepters and thrones, and I accounted wealth as nothing in comparisons with her. Neither did I liken to her any priceless gem, because all gold is but little sand in her eyes, in her sight, and silver will be accounted as clay before her. I love her more than health and beauty, and I chose to have her rather than light, because her radiance never ceases. All good things came to me along with her, and in her hands unaccounted wealth. I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom leads them. But I did not know that she was their mother. I learned without guile and impart without grudging. I do not hide her wealth, for it is an unfailing treasure for men." And it continues, but the beauty of this one is, again, once you remain in the state of being, once you're in the state of being, the presence, and you're just now, and you're at peace, and you read this, you immediately recognize that this was written by someone who understands, although it was written in a different way of language, the way that people were writing back then compared to what people like myself speak and the way we write now. It's different, but it's definitely recognizable that it comes from someone who knows what is going on, or at least can describe this state. And so I prayed, and understanding was given. Now, I would not necessarily call it prayer, but that was real prayer, especially back in the day before prayer got contaminated by all the religions. Prayer was, the highest form of prayer was abiding in the self, abiding in the presence of God, literally resting in the presence of God. And the presence of God would be wisdom, right? Would be the state of being. So understanding was given, because once you remain in the state of being and you rest in the quiet, silent space, this, as opposed to what people think, and most scientists think, that this is some kind of nothingness which is useless, it's complete opposite. Resting in the quantum field of being, in quantum resting, you're actually, understanding is given from there. Insights come from there, from this silent place of the original state where all the potential is from the entire universe, right? It's the quantum potential. I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. Exactly. When I call upon that which I say I am, I know I am, and I rest in it, then wisdom came to me. I preferred her to scepters and thrones. And this is a beautiful thing. I was in Istanbul not long ago, crazy city with millions of people, and beautiful to have seen for once. And we went to some of these sultans' palaces, and it was full of gold and all these jewelries and all these expensive things. But these sultans missed the point, because scepters and thrones are just nothing compared to the place of being, the place of rest, of quiet, of silence, the place of presence, the I am, the beingness that I am, where all is well. It just nothing compares to being in this lofty place of well-being. And I accounted wealth as nothing in comparison with her. And this is the kind of wealth that is wisdom, not the wealth necessarily in any form of physical wealth, but the wealth of happiness, of well-being, of joy, of contentment. Neither did I liken her to any priceless gem. Exactly. Again, she's not wisdom and wealth, well-being, and this presence of the I am that I am, the beingness that I am, the presence that I am, is just not comparable to any gem, because no matter how big the gem is, it doesn't make you fulfilled and satisfied, or it doesn't satisfy for sure. It doesn't fulfill for absolutely. So again, because all gold is but little sand in her sight. Again, gold, and then again he talks here about, and silver will be accounted as clay before her. Gold and silver, these things you can get them, they cannot even buy you health, let alone this real wealth, which is the being, this peace, this silent, quiet place of peace within. I love her more than health and beauty. Again, you could not have health, and you could be, sitting in a wheelchair. You could not have beauty. You would not be a good-looking person or a body, and still, this place is just way more worth. You can still feel this place, I love this place more than even health or beauty, because this place is the immortal place. And I chose to have her rather than light, exactly. Because light, this kind of light, the light that we call the light of day, right, is something that comes and goes. All the things out here are things that come and go. So I chose her rather than light because of her radiance that never ceases, right? Her radiance, the radiance of well-being, is omnipresent, ever-present, and is forever and eternal. It's not bound by anything. It doesn't come or go. And that's the beauty of being. It's your true nature. It's the realist part, that is the fundamental part, that is the quantum essence of our consciousness behind all things, right? All good things came to me along with her, and in her hands uncounted wealth. Again, it shows that all good things came when I rested in this place of being, this quiet, silent place of being, which I am. Not something I have to create, not something I have to do. I and the Father am one, and I, before I, the Father, I am, right? Before the Father I am, or before Moses I am and the Father am one. I am, as I remain with her, with presence, with being, and staying in this place that is now, this presence, it's just in her hands, unaccounted wealth, come from that. I rejoiced in them all because wisdom leads to them. So this is this beauty when you're in it. You're just, the well-being is just such a gift. You rejoice. But I did not know that she was their mother, that these things that wisdom led to all this unaccounted wealth of being, this knowing of your true nature, and resting in that state of bliss, wellness, bliss, well-being, goodness, rightness, peace, love, truth. All of these came from her. I learned without guile and impart without grudging. I do not hide her wealth, for it is an unfailing treasure for men. It's an unfailing treasure. You see, it doesn't come or go. It's not there sometimes, or only when you win the lotto, or you get the new job, or you get the new girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife, or when everything goes well, or when things are, won. But this is an unfailing treasure, the state of being, the state of wisdom, the state of presence. And this is right here, right now. And this is what quantum resting is all about. It's about knowing your true nature, because your true nature is this wisdom and is this place, which is unfailing, unwavering, and it's worth more than gold and silver, gems, even light, more than health and beauty, for her radiance never ceases. This place of being, presence, this silent place of nothingness, is fullness itself, and it's unfailing. It's an unfailing treasure. Beautiful text from ancient times that obviously shows the understanding, but more than understanding, more than intellectual understanding, the actual living, the direct experience of this place of being, which is good, which is right, which is true. Wisdom